Now I'm with Doug Smith. He's with Avenza Systems. So now, Doug, can you tell me a little bit about what you do and a little bit about Avenza?
Sure thing, Todd. Thank you. Well, essentially, Avenza Systems has three main tools. We work as a plugin for the Creative Suite environment. So we have our MAPublisher tool, which works with shapefiles, geodatabases, any kind of GIS, and it brings them into the Adobe Illustrator environment. It essentially turns Illustrator into a mini GIS tool. And it allows people to use the great graphics of Illustrator, the fonts, all the styles, as well as our GIS tools to make really wonderful cartographic maps. So people can go in and say, I want to use these fantastic fonts in Illustrator, put some labels on a curve, use all these swatches and styles, put some grids, graticules, all these kind of things on a map, take it, and then export it out as another reference map. So you can send it out as an HTML file, a Flash file, or as a lot of people around here are using these new geospatial PDFs. And it's really a fantastic tool that way. Graphic designers love it, as well as people in the GIS world love the graphic capabilities of it. So we really have a lot of success with that product.
Okay, that's MAPublisher. And who are the types of people that really need that kind of creative element beyond just your regular map?
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of people in the defense industry like to utilize that because they need a map that's graphic, that shows really what's happening. They want that hill shading, they want that terrain shading. They need the labels to be accurate. They're sending it to people maybe in the field or using it in different offices, and they have to have the accuracy plus the graphics of it. So people can relate to it in the field. They can understand it. You don't just want a green blob on a park.
Right.
You need a good-looking field map with trails, trees, all of that. And that's what we give them. And the advantage with us is that when you're bringing all these GIS files in, it maintains that spatial referencing as well as the attributes. And that's key, because that's what people can use to then make all the graphics. That tree belongs right in that point, and that tree's going to be there, that river's going to be where it should be. Everything matches.
And so another product you said is Geographic Imager?
Sorry. Yeah, Geographic Imager. I get excited about the product. It's a great product because what you can do is you can take any kind of, let's say, geotiffs, any kind of reference imagery, and a lot of people at this show bring it into Photoshop because Photoshop's such a premier tool for working with imagery. And let's say they want to knock out cloud cover or change any pixels in there. Well, the big problem with doing it in Photoshop with a referenced image is as soon as you change anything in there, the referencing's shot. It's gone. I want to pass it over to somebody. I can't use it now as a referenced image. We allow you to maintain that referencing when you kick it out of Photoshop. But we also have tools that allow you to crop, tile, mosaic these images, change projections, a whole bunch of tools in there to really get the image that people want. And a lot of people in this industry utilize that because of, again, it's the same idea as a MAPublisher. We're turning Photoshop into a little spatial imaging tool for referencing.
Right, since we're talking about the people here at the GeoINT Symposium, what are some of the more specific ways in which they're using that product for their particular needs?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of them will get, let's say, some satellite imagery or some drone imagery. And you want to take that, and they need to clean that drone imagery or satellite imagery up, be in, anywhere in the Middle East or anywhere in the world, really. You need to take that imagery, and they'll take it and they'll clean it up, crop it, tile it, take that section they want, use our tools, use Photoshop, and then take that image and pass it on to, let's say, the guys on the ground or to somebody in, the helicopters or anybody that really needs to utilize a cleaned up image and reference where they are. And that's essentially, in this industry, what the people do with it.
Well, how difficult would it be for them to do it without your products? What would they have to go through in order to try and do something along those kind of lines?
Without our products, it's very difficult because, again, not everybody has the functionality of Photoshop, the ease of Photoshop. There's other products that absolutely can, get a little bit of the shading and crop the cloud cover out, but nobody has the capability of Photoshop for really working with imagery. And that's why we plugged into that tool. And it's an easy and quick tool for people to learn and use as well.
And so you've also got some apps that you're here demonstrating at GeoINT. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Sure, absolutely. This is something we're really excited about. This is a lot of fun. What we have is it works on tablets and it works on essentially
and that's
phones.
It right here?
This is it right here. Yeah, we works on tablets and phones. And what it is, it's PDF maps, it's called, and it's for offline mapping. So people can take an image or a map that's been created, be it a GeoPDF, Geospatial PDFs that you can get from our products or from Esri, and take this, and offline you can use all of our tools, things like measuring distances, finding coordinates, GPS tracking built into it. You can track your trail that you went, and it's all offline. So if people are in the mountainous area of the United States, or in this case overseas somewhere, there's no coverage, doesn't matter. You can take this on an iOS device or on an Android device and go into the field and use all of our tools for it.
All right, that sounds great. And now, so if someone wants to find out more information about Avenza system products, where's the best way for them to do that?
Absolutely. What they can do is go to avenza.com. That's avenza.com. We have a YouTube channel. We have downloads. People can test the products out, and there's a whole array of resources that are available.
All right, that sounds great, Doug. It's a pleasure talking to you
Todd.
today. Thank you very much. I'm Todd Danielson, and this was your Geospatial Stream.